Today we are going to dive into a topic that sparked quite a lot of controversy, acetaminophen. You may know it better as Tylenol or Paracetamol, one of the most commonly used pain and fever medicines in the world. But in recent years, there's been a heated debate about its safety, especially during the current administration when some very strong claims were made about its risks. So in this video, I'll walk through what acetaminophen actually is, the controversy and political declarations made, its risks versus benefits, and finally, natural and integrative options for fever care that you can consider. By the end, you'll have complete understanding of this medicine and what else can you do for fever and discomfort safely and with confidence. So what is acetaminophen? It is also called paracetamol. In simple words, it is a pain reliever and fever reducer. It was first used in the late 1800s but gained popularity in the 1950s when it was marked as a safer alternative to aspirin, especially for children. Unlike aspirin or ibuprofen, acetaminophen does not cause inflammation. Instead, it works mainly in the brain to lower fever and reduce the sensation of pain. That's why doctors often recommend it for headaches, fever, muscle aches, and even post-vaccine fevers in kids. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. During the current administration, acetaminophen came under the spotlight. Why? Because of studies suggesting possible developmental and behavioral risks when mothers use acetaminophen during pregnancy. Some researchers raised concerns about links related to ADHD, autism spectrum disorders, and reduced fertility, especially in male children. In 2019 and 20, discussions intensified in the media and political space. Some officials emphasized that the FDA should investigate further and issue stronger warnings. The Trump administration amplified these safety concerns, which understandably caused confusion. Now, it's important to be clear. The evidence is mixed. Some studies show associations, but they don't prove causation. Acetaminophen is still considered safe by most health authorities when used occasionally and at the right dose. The real danger is overdose. Acetaminophen is the leading cause of acute liver failure in the United States. So yes, there are valid concerns, but also a lot of misunderstanding. Here are the main things to know about its safety. The safe dose for adults is usually up to 2000 to 3000 milligrams a day. The danger zone is going above that or combining it with alcohol, as it can severely damage the liver. There are pregnancy concerns. Occasional short-term use is still recommended by doctors, but long-term frequent use can carry risks. It can be hidden in other products. Many cold and flu medicines contain acetaminophen, so people sometimes take it double without realizing. So if you ever take it, track your total dose. Avoid mixing with alcohol and only use it for the shortest time needed. Now let's talk about integrative approaches. What if you don't want to rely on acetaminophen for every fever? Make sure you're hydrated. Fever increases fluid loss, so water, coconut water, broths are good. Rest. Fever is the body's way of fighting infection, so support it. Don't try to suppress it unnecessarily. Use cooling measures. Remember how in olden times our grandma used to give us lukewarm or cool water sponge baths. Ensure proper ventilation. Use light clothing. Try to incorporate herbal teas. Ginger, tulsi, that's holy basil, chamomile. These can soothe and support the immune system. And another thing that I want you to consider is homeopathy. I started using it for myself, friends and family after I studied it. And most of the times we can take care of the problem by addressing what is causing the fever in the first place and by taking care of fever if we are using the right medicines in the right doses. Here are some of my top fever medications with some useful pointers that will help you choose the right one for your needs. Ferrum Phos if the fever is slow and progressive, if it's of moderate intensity, if it's associated with clammy skin. Belladonna, if the fever is of sudden onset. High fever. Think of red, hot, congestion, sweating. There could be a throbbing headache associated with it. Consider Gelsemium if the fever is of progressive onset, associated with high fever. There can be sweating and a headache. Bryonia can also be used if the fever is progressive in onset, high fever, sweating. But the difference here is there will be a need to rest. Mercurius solubilis if the fever is increasing at night, accompanied by foul odor perspiration. There could be a shivering sensation under the skin. There are some characteristic mouth symptoms like hypersalivation, mouth odor. There could be lymph node swellings, adenopathies, and this is the most frequently indicated when there are prolonged fevers. I want you to remember another important one, aconitum or aconite. You will use this for kids most commonly with belladonna. The fever will be a sudden onset, high fever, dry skin. That could be anxiety that you need to take care of. Now, always remember it is best to take these under the guidance of a homeopath. These options don't replace medicine when it's really needed, but they give you choices, especially for mild fevers when you want to avoid the use or overuse of pharmaceuticals. My view, acetaminophen can be very useful if used wisely. It is life-improving or rather life-saving in certain cases, but it's often overused. Not every mild fever needs to be brought down. Fever is the body's healing signal. The key is balance. Use acetaminophen if the fever is very high, causing distress, or if your doctor has asked you to take it. Otherwise, try hydration, rest, and natural support. Try to find out what is causing the fever and always respect the dosage because more is not better. So the acetaminophen controversy is not black and white. The Trump era concerns highlighted possible long-term risks, especially in pregnancy, that we don't want to turn a blind eye to, but we want to keep in mind. Health experts still say it is safe to use occasionally. The takeaway, be informed, be mindful, trust your doctor, and explore other ways of taking care of your body in conjunction with medicine. Modern medicine with traditional healing methods go hand in hand. They are not meant to replace one another. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share this with your friends. Let me know what is your take on this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified each time a new video gets uploaded. Continue to glow, thrive, and shine. As always, take care. I'll see you soon.
Keep your head up, Charlie. We were made for this life, yeah. Wait to see how we rise up. We've been down for too long, waiting for a come up. Better days around the corner. All the pain made us stronger, yeah. We aim for the long run.